wisdom, everyone. Can y'all let me know if I'm clear from this distance, please? Wise solid speaking. Shalom, shalom.
So tell me, will you keep me safe?
We ain't answering.
Peace and wisdom, y'all. Can y'all hear me? I can see it.
Control me, 'cause it feels so good. I'm yours.
Sorry, Marlon. It's a little bit retarded. Am I clear, guys? Can y'all please let me know so I can start this deep video?
Yeah, so you clear.
I don't want you
You're not clear.
Is that not clear?
It's on the corners of your mind.
Shalom. Big says speaking. You gotta turn the music down some.
You clear.
Peace and wisdom, everyone. I'm sorry. Let me get adjusted.
Just gonna turn off the chart.
Okay, I apologize for the delay while solid speaking. Make sure y'all comment on my socks. How cute they are. Shalom, shalom. Now, let's get into the deep wisdom of self. Hopefully I'm clear. If I'm not, let me know. Now, this video, I'm going to discuss deep knowledge of self. The self is three-parted: mind, spirit, and body. Let's start with the mind. The mind is the awareness, of course. The mind is like blank paper. And so you want to put good things on the blank paper. This is regular. The mind is like blank paper. You're the artist. You make the masterpiece. This is the good thoughts, the good experience. If you ever seen a piece of artwork, or if you're an artist, one little dot of like what don't belong on the painting will ruin the whole painting. You gotta look at your mind in that way. One little piece of a small little negative thought or experience will start to expand over all the good experiences that we have. The good experiences being normal, what it's supposed to be. So it's like pure water. If you drop one piece of dirt in the water, no one's going to want to drink it. Same science. So this is the mind. The mind is like air. And so sounds and smells is going to affect the mind. Let me know if that's clear. Of course, if you have any pictures, I mean, if you have any questions, y'all can ask. Called you Queen Bean. Why y'all be making up shit? You could talk.
Well, I saw that, but I didn't know there was.
If you got a question, you got ask too. Like I said, that's the mind. The mind is like airs. The same way you can't see air, sound and smell is air. This is what will affect the mind. So you want to be conscious of what you smell, meaning if it stink, it's going to disturb you. If it smells good, too much of it will become a disturbance. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like air freshener. If you spray too much of it, then it start to like, you get it? And so, like I always say, fresh air, this is the best thing you need. This is going to manifest in the pure waters within. Or substance within. Now, the substance is the spirit of self. Like I said, there's 3 parts to the self: mind, spirit, body. We just did the mind. Now let's get to the spirit. The spirit is the substance of self. This is the liquid. And the many different states of it. Be it as though the spirit is substance, so substance is going to control how the spirit, different substances will be able to control the spirit, which is substance. So if you take alcohol, being as though you substance, that substance, this is the alchemy. The alcohol can control your emotional state. Water can control your emotional state. It can be hot or cold, but you're going to get a different result in your emotions. When you sit in hot water for a long time, or when you first get into it, you're going to feel different than you will feel if it's freezing. If you take alcohol, so you already know, the thoughts don't be nothing, but the emotional state get disturbed. Or not. But, you get it? Substance is going to control the substance of self. So you want to be aware of what substances you're interacting with. Keeping everything pure. Meaning pure air, fresh air. Pure water, not pH 75, not pH 7 and all that, but fresh water. Fresh air, this is what's needed for the mind and the spirit. The body, which is the physical, this is going to follow the mind and spirit. So, if the person's physical is slow, the mind is slow. This is the hard part of the lesson. The part no one truly wants to hear. But hopefully everyone's in good spirits. I don't have no, it's just for wisdom's sake. Now, like I said, if you see someone moving slow, the mind is slow. I'm not saying they're retarded, but I'm saying the mind is not sharp. You get my point? If a person moves slow, you will notice their speech is slow. Think on what I'm saying. People that walk fast and move fast, they speak fast. They mind move like that. I'm not saying that's good. People who move fast like that, you already know they disturbed. They be speaking all fast and shit, confusing you. But you get my point? You can always look at the physical vessel and know the state of the spirit and mind. That makes sense? I'm asking you.
It does.
And so,
Absolutely.
if you could bring yourself to a vibration where you don't have any judgment for others, of course, if you like that, then you're not paying attention to other people's judgment. You get my point? Because we judge others to avoid judging ourselves. So when you see a person judging somebody, it's truly it's truly avoiding self. But when you get to the place where you don't have no judgments and preferences, like I always say, no resistance, then you can hear these things and grasp with no problem. Now, I don't want you guys to get lost. Height, height wouldn't mean nothing, meaning I'm short. So you say, okay, Charlotte must got a short line. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just playing. Yeah, my mind's a midget, but this is not the point. No, it's not about short and tall. I'm slim. That means I don't take in a lot. My mind's like that. My mind's always sharp or thin. I get straight to the point. My mind's a reflection of my vessel. Now you may say, "Oh, he's too slim for me." Cool, then you be a little bigger. But you get my point. As the weight go, let's say you 300 pounds overweight. Let's say somebody's 400 pounds, 5'8", 5'10". Their mind is like that. You get it? The mind is in the same condition as the body. And so it's just jewels for anyone. Look at the state of your vessel and you'll know the state of your emotions. You get it? Because we can't see our emotional state. You can't see somebody's emotional state and you can't see their mind. If they speak, you can get a perspective of the mind, but that it all depends on what they're speaking about. If they arguing, you can get nowhere with that. But you get my point? Whatever the state of the vessel is the state of the mind and the spirit. And so, the body's the heaviest. I want to say you got to change the mind, then the spirit, but that's not true. The mind come before the spirit before the body. But the body is the heaviest. So once you let the mind get out of whack, then it go into the spirit. Negative thought become a negative feeling. Negative feeling become negative outer, whether we speak in illnesses or whatever. Once you get to the physical, you gotta go there to go backwards. Like, you get it? The mind gonna affect the spirit gonna affect the physical. You gotta attack the physical. Meaning, however you want the mind to be. If the mind is unclear, your space probably isn't clear. You probably not clear. Like my man, his collar be all sloppy. Y'all know people. Y'all know people like that where you gotta tell them like, fix your collar, zip up your zipper. They like sloppy. Their mind is like that. And so, when the mind and the spirit get to a perfect state, I don't want to say perfect because we all progressing there. Some lacking in their progress, but everyone's progressing to either be perfect or perfect imperfected, a perfect imperfection. Meaning some of us are evolving into our perfection and others are evolving into imperfection, but a perfect state of it. When I say perfect, I mean like completely imperfect. Like whatever's perfect, the complete opposite of it. You get my point? So we all going one way or the other. You as a mind have to become aware of self so you know which way you're going. Life is not every day is a new day, so every day you have to adjust. You can't be on the right track today and say, yeah, today I've been getting my work done on self. I adjusted my spirit today, I adjusted my mind today, I got this. You could wake up tomorrow fucked up and then, you get it? Now you're going the other way. But in your mind, you say, nah, I was doing good yesterday, I ain't even thinking about it today. Like that. Every day you have to be aware of self. Every day you have to reflect, see where you're going. So it's like this. We all go through traumatic experiences, and then we put up guards. Did I tell you this?
No.
I didn't. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. Like I said, we all go through traumatic experiences. Different ones, we put up guards, like to block people out for whatever the experience is. Usually we not gonna remember the experience because we go through a lot. So a lot of stuff get pushed to the back burner. But the guard is still up from when it initially happened. You get my point? Like, I got shot from behind. If you stand behind me, then I get like agitated. You may not do nothing, but I'm gonna get agitated. So that's a traumatic experience I went through I went through that 20 years ago. But right now, if you stand behind me, we might have a problem. Even if I know you want me to get disturbed, like that. We put up guards. The guard blocks us from intermingling with the world. This is how we gonna network and connect and get, what we need. That guard gonna be a block from you getting out, and it's gonna be a representative of your ugly self. Meaning, if you got a guard up, so you trying to show somebody like, get the fuck away from me, they gonna take that as you a ugly, negative person. Meaning that guard gonna become your representative. The guard is ugly because it's trying to keep people out. When that happens, we become isolated. You get my point? And then this will carry over until you become completely isolated socially, emotionally, and mentally. Meaning you become disconnected from everything. We all people in life, so we all gotta have a connection to everyone. I mean, like that. Start getting disconnected emotionally, mentally, and physically. You become cold to the world. When you become cold to the world, so the same is done to self. You get my point? Meaning, I don't want y'all to look at it like, if I become cold-hearted mentally, spiritually, and physically to others, and I keep them blocked out, that affects them, not me. It's gonna cave in on you. You get my point? You can't just have attention on yourself. That's gonna drive you crazy. Like, you get my point? So we isolate out, then all the attention go on itself. We start building up insecurities, and you get it? The judgment y'all will push out, there's nobody to push it out to. You get it? It'll all come back to self. Whatever anger you got, there's nobody for you to push it to. And so you start to cave self in. That's why I said when you get into wisdom, be mindful. Take your time. You don't want to move too fast. You can cave in the mind space. Wisdom's like a weight. It'll cave in. Now, did y'all say anything about my socks? She has some too. Mine's is better.
Stop it. She said, Tina said from the toes.
I should have did this video on a rug. Yoga style.
From the toes, feet, and going up. The whole body movement. Let's enjoy this deep.
I'm sorry, y'all. She can't read that good.
I'm being distracted.
I'm sorry, y'all. She was in special ed. It's okay.
He's distracting y'all. So.
What you was reading?
Tina. Such chill.
Why are you trying to holler at? They always do this.
No, that was.
Show yourself, queen. Mind your business, boy. This the grown-up channel. She not no little girl.
That was Samuel said that.
That's a grown lady. Let me explain something to you about grown women. They like luxury shit. Not they like it. They're like luxury. You can't be poor spirited and young minded trying to look at an older woman. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you might have like an upscale auntie, grandma. Do she pay any attention to your friends? Or are they invisible? Like that? The same way you want to see, some people don't want to be seen. Of course, everyone wants to be seen by me because I'm Big Uso. I'm sorry. If y'all got any questions, ask. Where was I? I let this.
You was
I
saying
let this nincompoop throw me off. That happens sometimes.
y'all gonna hear him get cussed out tonight. He the only one be cursing people out.
Why you ain't tell me my collar was sloppy?
I'm sorry,
I'm
babe.
sitting here all dusty and shit. Sorry.
He was good.
My collar.
It was up.
Shit was in. It was doo-doo. Now where was I? Am I too far? I feel like I might be too far.
No, you good.
I'm good. I'm sexy.
You look great.
Hey y'all, am I sexy?
You look great.
She said I look great, but she likes to say that.
No, that's not it. Just
you mean
saying.
it? You mean it?
I'm not just saying that.
Big Who said, pumping up my ego. Yes. Yes. You sexy. I'm not
So
tell you. Blame the women. They the ones that give me the big ego. I just have room for them. When I don't have an ego, then they be like, I only clock in for the. No, I'm just playing. Now, where was I? I was speaking on a physical vessel, right?
you're talking about the grandmother of somebody looking at someone.
No, that was for the fool. We done with him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where was I before that? I was speaking about the physical vessel, but I had passed that. Does anyone remember where I was at? I apologize. I'm a little thrown off in this video, but it's okay. I'm in peaceful, humble spirits. That's the main thing. I was telling my lady friend behind the camera that we have to focus on the moments. Try not to let your mind go to the past or the present. I was trying to explain to her that just all you got is the moment. When you think beyond the moment, then you interfere with, your glory. Remember when you bought the chicken?
Yes.
What happened? You went past the moment. You said, man, let me get the chicken while this is it. Cut time. You get it? When you bought the chicken.
Yeah, I said, well, it was.
What made you go get it?
It's because I wanted to do something for you.
You was thinking outside of the moment. Not a bad thing.
And because you said.
I'm just giving you an example. I know what you about to say, because I said I wanted the chicken.
Yeah.
But I didn't go get it. I went the other way. Now, you did a good thing, but you see my point? You went outside of the moment, the chicken kind of went to waste. Because I had already bought it. You get it? Like that. Now, that's just a small example. That's not an important example. But we do this in everything. Like, y'all can have a good moment and then start to think about tomorrow or yesterday. And it'll interfere with the moment. And so just focus on the moments. You're supposed to be reading the questions for me.
I didn't.
Excuse me. Samuel Carmston said, I got up on fasting from sound. He said he was struggling with sleep. And you can see it?
Yeah, I know that was a question though.
It wasn't. But I'm gonna give him a moment. When we hear too much things, it becomes the voices in y'all mind. So when y'all sitting by yourselves, y'all be talking to yourselves or having like back and forth battle with self, argument about an experience you had, something you reliving, and it's got to do with excess sound. You get my point? So like in the daytime, we got YouTube, and you got everything. Y'all watch people argue, this carries over into y'all mind. Meaning y'all will watch brothers debate, then y'all start thinking like what y'all would have said if y'all was debating. Then y'all start getting emotional, talking about this nigga don't know what he talking about. You not even there at the debate with them, but you mad behind the screen, like this nigga don't know what he talking about, and that nigga don't know, you get it? Like that. What y'all hear, like I said, it comes into the mind space. It becomes like that video I did when I asked the question, when we speak to ourselves, who are we speaking to? Because most of y'all don't look at that as nothing. And so in that video I was trying to explain to y'all that, you know, you have a dual nature, you're not just one person. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to talk to yourself like you do. You get my point? We all talk to ourselves. Y'all would be like, what am I going to wear today in your mind? Who say, man, I'm going to throw them jeans on. Then another part of your mind is say, like, nah. So now you like, okay, what am I going to wear now? Why you like that? Why you throwing me off for? Why you was doing that? You threw me off.
Oh, this guy, who, I can't pronounce his name. HYBLOS. You on some big player.
He said, I'm on some big player?
Yeah, you on something big player.
Where he at?
At the top. I thought he was talking about how you look.
I hope not. That would be hella gay.
Oh.
I'm just trying to make sure, because you know you don't read that good. But it's okay.
You better stop. I'm going to get it together, y'all. It's my first time, so he playing me. But I'm going to curse him out. Y'all going to hear me cursing him.
I was just about to say that. You're going to curse me out when this go off. I learned something from her. Usually I don't get into my own personal. Like my own personal growth. I know y'all view me as perfect, so I like y'all to like look at me like that. I don't mind. I don't try to show y'all I'm perfect. I try to show y'all I don't care about nothing y'all care. I do what I want. But I know most of y'all think like he perfect or he close to it. Perfect is not something that's ever achieved. Once you look at it in that way, like it's something you can achieve or you can finish, then you're not never gonna be perfect. Perfect is a day-to-day thing, like cleaning your body. You can clean it, it will get dirty again. You clean it, but you stay on top of the cleaning. Don't worry about it getting dirty as long as you're on top of the cleaning. And so, let's get to the point. This is what I learned from you. I'm trying to think how to word it. I have a strong presence. You get it? Like if I speak, my tone is strong. I have to work on being kind. So you know how we all have that thing with ourselves, like I ain't about to let nobody play me, fuck that. You get it?
Yeah.
Some of us are already too strong. then it makes it, I don't know how to explain it. But if you already too strong, you can't have that perspective like a delicate person. Where they say like, I ain't letting nobody chunk me in, you get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Strong people have that same mindset, or it's just they instincts. Like, ain't nobody about to fucking get over on me or play with me. But everything ain't that deep. You get my point? We kind of get lost into the, I don't know. Like I said, I noticed that about myself. It's the same with a lot of the people on here too. Like I curse them out so fast, but it mean more when I do it. I'm not like a weak person cursing somebody out, where it's like, you get my point? I don't know the extent of what it does to y'all emotionally and how long that carry over. But like I said, I learn every day. I keep my mind open and aware. Look, you ain't reading what?
Well,
K-Flame 90 at the
I'm
bottom.
sorry, babe. Yes, your videos on the I am verse. I am.
I got it.
Okay.
Your videos on the MI verse, I'm sorry, verse the I am verse the MI, and before language, how did men think are very, very deep. It wasn't a question. He was just saying something. If y'all have any questions, ask. This is...
Yeah, so that's why I'm not saying anything, and he pressing me. I'm gonna press him in his press in the cursing.
Y'all make sure y'all ask questions. Make sure the mind is always vibrating. Questions is,
Questions is very important.
yeah, questions is a sign that the mind is pulling. I would be wiser. The mind is like any kind of muscle. You gotta put pressure on it. So like in the past, I told y'all I got wise because I suffered. Pressure. Like that. The mind has to be pressured, the spirit has to be pressured. Now the mind could break in, the spirit could break, but so this determines your strength. Sometimes we get too weak, then the spirit get all flimsy. But you get it together. Every time you go through something and it break your spirit down, then you should be able to develop up for the next hit. Because those gonna keep coming. It's not about getting to a place where you don't have no problems or you don't have no hardship. It's about getting to a place where it doesn't disturb you. We try to look like, man, I gotta get rich. That's gonna stop my hardship. Or I gotta get this or that. And it's gonna, stop that. It's not about you getting to a place where these things don't happen anymore. No, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. You on point though. She went and got me some juice. My lips chapped? Trying to tell me my lips getting dry?
No.
And so get to a place where you realize you're gonna have hardship, you're gonna have stress, but you have to make a game out of it. How fast can you get over this stress or this problem and start to take account of it? Like, how big the stress is, how long it takes you to get over it. How small the stress is, how it affects you. And just be mindful of your growth, spiritually and emotionally. Because at the end of the day, if you don't tend to your emotional state and your mind, you already know it's going to get dragged down. Everybody in the world looking to manipulate and, work their energies off on everyone else. So be mindful of that. Now get into the sounds affecting the mind. Like I said, this is the first state of alchemy. Airs. When you're dealing with airs, you have smells and sounds. Most people need fresh air fasting. No good smells, no bad smells, just fresh air, maybe 3, 4 days straight. It'll clear out the mind. I know it might sound strange, but it'll clear out the mind. It'll clear out the back of y'all neck. It'll clear out in the back of y'all ear when that be hurting. The cramps in your shoulders, all of that'll disappear. All of this is a result of y'all thinking mind. Y'all think too much till it becomes mucusy, like all around the neck, the temple, back of the ears. You get that? Oh, you do? How
No.
about the rest of y'all?
No.
You don't? The neck don't hurt?
Oh yeah.
The neck be hurting.
It's hurting now.
We'll go up there. Or up to your like temple.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Sometimes.
That's from thinking too much. That's from having too much sounds in the head. When you get that, the next time your neck or the side of your head hurt, look how much you thinking. And look how the emotional state is going to be intertwined into the thought. And it's going to cause, you know, it can go deep to where your eyes start twitching and you get it? You start like getting disturbed. So,
Wow.
sounds and smells is deep. Sometimes you may be smelling something too long, you feel an eye jumping. You start to feel weird. Smells and sounds is the most powerful things. This is what's manifesting out to the substance and then, you know, becoming hardened into the physical. And so you want to make sure whatever you hear and smell is good, or that's the bulk of what you're doing. Meaning you can hear bad things, you can smell bad things, but you want to make sure the bulk of what you're taking in is good. Meaning you can walk in on somebody taking this shit. I don't suppose that's going to kill you. Or your emotional state. It's going to affect it as soon as you smell it that moment, but you get it? Sitting in there for a prolonged time, like think of someone in jail, they got to sit next to somebody taking a shit. That will drive them crazy. That will make them sick inside. So it's the same with sounds. There's no good and bad sounds. There's just sounds that disturb y'all. If you're a Christian, I say, man, y'all believe in the devil, then y'all get disturbed. Like that. Now that's the truth, but so it disturbs you. So you can't hear it till you get on a truth vibration. You get it? Otherwise you contaminating your own mind space. Meaning you want to live on lie. So you can't bring in truth on lie. That's going to cause friction. So you got to decide, am I going to be a believer and live lie? Or am I going to live truth? Once you get to that place, then you got to start pulling in, you know? Like I tell y'all, I don't watch YouTube. I don't get lost into those things. All of y'all that's believers, so y'all flip-flop around and y'all listen to everything. Y'all always be disturbed. That's what lie do. Lie truth. Lie gonna have you disturbed because you're gonna find yourself listening to things that aggravate you. It's like I tell y'all, if you don't like my message, why do you even come? Like that. Y'all will come and say, well, I come because some of it be true. Like that. You disturbed in your nature. Everything I say is all together. Some of it can't be true and some of it can't be wrong. It's either all wrong or all right. It's like I tell y'all, everything y'all know it wrong. I don't tell y'all some of the stuff y'all know is right and some is wrong. That don't make no sense. How can the math problem be half right and half wrong? Like that. Everything have to be right or everything have to be wrong. If you view me as some stuff is right, some is wrong, you disturb. Your perspective is you still live on what you want things to be instead of the realities of what is. And so life is a balance. You have to find that balance. Peace and wisdom, Nad. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. I was kind of just freestyling on this video, going off the top of the head. I haven't, given y'all no deep wisdom in quite a while. Salam, shalom, love. Thanks for that. She said, make sure y'all give back. If anyone wants to give back, you can click the description link. I'm sorry, the description arrow. All my links are there. cash.me/$ the real Solace. PayPal.me/Solace Solari. Visit the website wiseservant.org. upscaleknowledge.org. Lion Zen said, could you explain how you think of the third eye? Hey, love, I'm going to let you get the rest. The questions.
Okay.
I think they might start coming in.
All right.
Peace and wisdom, Lion Zen, Lion Zion. Okay, you asked me what I think of the third eye. I don't think nothing. Don't ask about thinking. Don't take offense. I'm answering your question right now. I just want you to get clear. Don't ask someone what they think about anything because think ain't the right answer. So you gotta ask yourself what you care about, what somebody think about a thing. It's either what do they know, if you seeking the truth, so you just want to know what they know. I don't care what you think. That's like me saying what you think about apples. That's your opinion. Who cares? So to ask somebody what you think, that means your mind is truly not seeking an answer. You're just seeking like stuff to measure against your thoughts. That's a waste of time. And so you always ask somebody, what do you know? And get the mind on a certain path of what you seeking out. Thinking or knowing. So I like to know. I don't care about no thoughts. Thoughts is evil anyway. Like I said, you want to keep the mind space clear. Too much sounds, too much thoughts. You're going to contrast with one another. Now, in regards to the third eye. I'm going to show y'all an image of the third eye. I knew that was going to happen, man. Just give me 1 second. I apologize. Like I said, I'm going to show y'all an image of the third eye. I thought it was in this phone, but it's not. Telling you about the third eyes, it doesn't matter. It's about seeing, getting it. And so what I'm going to do, right quick, is download one of my magazines. I'm going to continue on with the wisdom while it's downloading. And then I'm going to show you guys what the third eye is. Disrespectful. Woo! If they have any questions, you can say it.
No one's asking questions at the moment.
They desperately waiting for that thing, huh? Okay, I got you guys right now. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Oh, my wedgie. Dick check. Quick dick check. Don't worry about it.
You have a question?
That's clear.
You gotta come closer.
Tell me when I'm good.
Bring it down some. Turn it like on an angle.
I'm trying to get them to see that.
Yeah, turn it on an angle. Oh, there it is.
You can see it?
Pull it back a little bit. Right. Oh. Bring it up. Bring it in.
If it don't show.
It shows a little bit, but you can bring it back in. There you go. Yeah, that showed perfectly.
This one?
All of them.
I'm trying to get them to see that.
Now pull it back. Bring it back up. There it is. I'm sure that did y'all see it? Yeah.
That's the inside of your brain. That's the third ventricle. It's a cavity. It go to the fourth ventricle down. Of course, it's right there. That's what you can call your third eye. Like I said, it goes down your spine. You got a fourth ventricle around the throat. Of course, the dollar bill is based on that. Meaning the eye is speaking about that. That's the sacrum, meaning that's the bottom of the spine, that's the top of the spine. And so, hopefully y'all can see that. Bottom of the spine is the eagle and the dollar. Top of the spine is the eye over the dollar. Hopefully it's clear.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there it is. Bring it this way. There we go.
The eye on the dollar, third ventricle.
The lady's saying, wow.
That's the top of the spine. The bottom of the spine, which is the sacrum, is the eagle over the dollar on the other side. So it's a lot of symbology there. That's your third ventricle, or your third eye. Of course, the two eyes, they meet in the middle. They cross. That's how you get the left brain, right brain effect. But the third eye is truly that third ventricle. Now, you got a lot of modern talk about the third eye. So I'm not sure how lost you are.
When she asking, how do you use the third eye?
The third eye has to do y'all are trying to learn in reverse. You have two eyes. They're joined somewhere along the middle of the inside of your head. That comes first. You use your third eye in the perspective you're speaking by using your two eyeballs to see. You get it? Y'all have to remember, y'all was in womb. Y'all didn't see nothing. Y'all came out of womb. Y'all couldn't see. Y'all was all blurry-eyed. Everything is taking time to develop and form. The brain. A baby's brain is developing. Their eyes is going from crossed to straight. You can stand right in front of a newborn, eyes all over here and shit. Like you invisible. They looking at the angels. like that. It's the same with the, like I said, the eyes. What y'all calling the third eye and how you use it, this is not magic. I mean, y'all have false wisdom, where y'all think like you want to activate your third eye. That's kid talk. That's something that you should be able to see on your own. You get my point? Y'all mind is y'all mind. This is y'all thoughts. Nothing don't got nothing to do outside of that. Meaning you got two eyeballs. It don't matter. You gonna die. Them eyeballs gonna go about their business. Where they meet in the center of the head before they cross to the left side and the right side, all that's physical. When you falling asleep, you're not using your eyeballs or your third eye. You in dream world and you still exist. You experiencing people, a place, yourself. There's no eyeballs, there's no third eye. Like that. Y'all seeking answers that don't have, it's nothing. Now, when you're dealing with the third eye, what I just showed you, the third ventricle, that got to do when you ejaculate. This is where the substance is dropping down. Of course, you have the prostate. Let me see if I have an image of that. But you have the prostate. And this is where some of your substances that's going to make up semen is kind of being brought together. So it's like I said, when you're dealing with substances, they all an arrangement of different atoms. Water got an arrangement of different atoms being bonded together. Then salt water. Muddy, dirty water got a different arrangement of atoms than pure water. Semen is a substance. It got a different arrangement of atoms than menstrual blood, like that. You get it? The point I'm making is this. Hold on, let me see if I can find the image. What was his question again?
Her question was, how do you personally use the third eye?
Oh, I finished with that. I'm sorry. I was explaining the third eye with ejaculation. When y'all having sex and y'all orgasm, this is all mind. Mind is like air, it's not seen. You get it? Y'all thoughts is coming together, making for all the substances that y'all body make. So when you ejaculate or you bust a nut, this is a matter of your thoughts. Meaning the mind is doing the geometry. The 2 hydrogen atoms plus 1 oxygen atom. This is a scientific formula, but it's also a math equation. It's also a geometry. What do you call it? A geometry, not a problem, not a solution. It's also like a geometrical equation, H2O, which is like 2 hydrogen atoms plus 1 oxygen atom. And so the point I'm making is the mind is doing the math, manifesting the substance within. When you ejaculate, the same thing is happening. It's starting from that third ventricle and coming down. Even biblical texts, when it's speaking of Jesus, and I said Jesus is the semen of the substance. If you read biblical verse and Jesus say like, they tore my garment and they pierced my hands and they pierced me. I forgot the Bible verse. But it's speaking of that, what I showed y'all. The substance is coming. Remember, that's the central brain, that third ventricle. The substance, all of that starting there is dropping down the spine. And so this is where the spirit or the substance of self. Of course, this is what's inside the vertebrae, the bone part. Meaning you got your spine vertebrae, and then you got the spine in it. That's kind of like the spine in it. That's not the vertebrae. That's what's being trapped inside. The vertebrae is like a jail. Meaning our spine bone, it's like a jail for your spirit. the ether. Of course, we all start with white semen, or we all start as white semen. So that's the foundation of what we are within. That white ether, whatever the case may be. And so when you're dealing with the third eye, the third ventricle, it got to do with orgasming and reproducing our new life. Y'all fuck all the time, so a baby is not, you get it? Think like if y'all never had sex or never knew nothing about no babies or never knew nothing about reproducing. And then the first time like somebody have sex, nobody know about sex. A man spill out white semen inside of a woman. When her stomach start acting all fucking crazy, she not gonna know what that is. The stomach start growing, y'all will go crazy. Like there's something wrong with me. I feel something inside of me. You get it? If nobody knew like we could have sex and have a baby, there have to be a first. You get it? There have to be a first woman to get pregnant and nobody else been pregnant before. Whether we talking a small village or just in general. You're going to have small villages everywhere. It's going to be the first of everything. And so the first woman to have sex being a learned thing that people don't know, she going to think like she did something wrong and she being punished. When she feel, like I said, if y'all feel a baby in y'all stomach and y'all don't know that y'all supposed to have one, y'all will go crazy. And then when it's born out, it's like magic. You done made a whole new person, like a copy of yourself. And so a lot of the knowledge that y'all trying to pull from it, it's about life. But we kind of shallowed out. You get my point? And so third eye talk, all these kundalinis, this all got to do with orgasm. Of course, the whole existence of life is an orgasm. Everybody here from sex. So you have to grasp, everybody's a result of oohs and ahs. You know, sex sounds. Everybody you see is just the many different expressions of sex sounds. Like you a sex sound, I'm a sex sound. Sounds manifest out physically. So you figure everybody's their own vibration, this vibration being a sound, starting from sex. Ain't nobody physical in life that y'all have that didn't come from sex. And so when you're dealing with ancient Egyptian knowledge and you understand it, they go into sex a lot. Ejaculating in the Nile River, all this strange stuff. But there's nothing more important in life than that. Meaning y'all wouldn't have no life if there was no sex and orgasm. Not just sex, but the orgasm part. And so the whole existence is an orgasm. But I don't want you to get lost in the small mind where you say, I orgasm, that was fast. Think of an orgasm slowed down 1,000% or stretched out for eternity. So that beautiful feeling of an orgasm, if it's slowed down, y'all can see every aspect of it. So it's everything we have. The beauty of it. Till we get spoiled by it, then you know. It ain't beautiful no more, but everything starts there. Meaning if you're trying to understand life, you got to start where life starts. Like they say, it's nothing new under the sun, so
You gain a new member.
there's no new life manifesting forth. Peace and wisdom, new member.
And a give back for 25.
What's the name so I can thank them, please?
Portu, Potaru.
Damn, love, he gonna get you a little reading lessons.
I'm just a little nervous, y'all.
Get your little reading lessons going.
I'm a little nervous, so.
Did he light up? Whoever gave back?
Yeah, $25.
Where's he at? Ah, my main man Potaru. Thank you, good brother. I appreciate you. Someone said the camera's a little blurry.
Yeah, but
It might be the connection. She told me to tap into her Wi-Fi, but I didn't listen.
This looks good to me though. You don't have any issues. So.
Peace to my new members. Y'all see my socks? I'll keep bringing them. They sexy. My teaching is about being sexy. Some of y'all have become so disturbed and disconnected, so you don't understand. Whether you a man or a woman, it wouldn't matter. So like you got to think of sexy. Sexy is when you feel good, like confident. So I say you have to feel sexy, especially women. If you a woman and you don't feel sexy and you don't feel like, yo, I could turn my sexy off and you know, wrap any nigga up if I get on my sexy, then you've lost your mojo. That's the pinnacles of happiness, you can say. Not the sex, the feeling sexy. Some of y'all probably say, I don't feel sexy. So, you probably feel like shit. So you gotta feel sexy all the time. You gotta be sexy. It's the beginnings of your happiness. You got any questions?
No, I'm just reading the comments.
What's up, Mika? Okay, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. You see what Namna said?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to tell him thank you. He said you're doing a great job. She don't got good manners, y'all.
He chewing me out on here, but I'm gonna fix him.
He said thoughts on Lion Zion said thoughts on magic mushrooms. Y'all like asking about thoughts and think, boy. It's like y'all don't want to know nothing. If you don't believe in those, then speak. I don't have no thoughts on mushrooms. Mushrooms is, they're not a plant, but mushrooms is medicinal. You got different types of mushrooms. They all have different potency levels. The higher the potency, the more toxic it will be for you. But you can always dilute. You can always dilute the poisons. So snake venom is poison, but you can dilute it and make it medicinal, and it can cure someone of, you know, whatever problems they have. Same with poison ivy or any poisonous plant we have. You can dilute it. It's good for medicine. The plants that we eat, they medicine too. They just weaken potency. So then y'all eat it. Y'all become addicted, but you get it? It's not strong where, you know, y'all become imbalanced in the head or die. It's just like the lowest potency of the medicines. We're speaking of plant fruits. Lion Zion said, do I take magic mushrooms? Next question. Mark Norman said his question was held for review. I'm not sure why, but he said the pineal gland is the light of the body. It's activated in darkness. When you lay down and go to sleep in your subconscious, that's why you close your eyes when you have sex. You just made all of that up. Light is a word used for awareness. He thinks light is you said like the pineal gland is the light of the body. There's no light in the body. You have unconscious mind, which is dark and blank. You have that unconscious mind awakening. Y'all go through that every day. The mind dark or unconscious, and then the mind awake. Light is used for that state of the mind, which is consciousness. This don't have nothing to do with pineal glands. Y'all too lost in the physical and got too many deep philosophies on physical stuff. Air manifests into substance, substance manifests into physical matter. If you're starting at the physical matter, then you want to be stupid, because it starts before that. And so if you're seeking wisdom through pineal gland talk, you're a fool, because that's physical. And so again, the pineal gland is not the light of the body. Y'all know what the pineal gland is. I'm just saying. Y'all know the location of it. Y'all can Google the biology of the body. Look at the pineal gland. It ain't a light bulb. You just made that up. And so the light has to do with the mind awakening. I'm not talking about like how y'all say in the daytimes, like I'm awake. I'm just talking about the awareness coming on. Y'all go unaware and then y'all become aware. We call that unconscious or sleep, and then awake. When you first was conceived, this was being developed in the womb too, not just the body, but the mind. When the baby's first conceived, there is no consciousness or awareness awake. You get it? They don't even have eyeballs to be awake. It's developing. The spine, the brain, the eyes, all that's developing in the womb. You need eyes. You need a brain. You need these things to have physical awake or consciousness. You can't have a physical awareness with no physical brain. You get it? And so as the brain is developing, the physical awareness or consciousness is evolving too. So by the time the baby's born out, it can open his eyes and have an awake. Of course, that happens before the birth. When you feel a baby moving, it's in its dream state, like that part of the awareness. We got unconscious, we got dream state, and then we got physical conscious or awake. We got those three parts of the mind. They all develop one by one. So let's say from the first month of conception to the third or fourth month, the unconscious mind is being completely grafted. The unconscious mind is where y'all go when y'all falling asleep. It's the most important part of the mind. It's where all the other parts come from. But that's the first part, meaning the unconscious abyss got to be formed. After that, then the dream state awareness will develop. This is when y'all feel a baby kicking in the stomach. Sometime before the birth, this is when the awakened state of the mind evolves or is formed. And then when the physical body is born, it has those three. It has the Trinity, basically. Meaning the mind is a Trinity. That Trinity, or that Godhead that we all have, is developed in that way, one by one. The same way the body is developed, how it is over that 9-month span. I guess 3 months each. And so 3 months for the unconscious, 3 months for the dream state conscious that you're going to use, when you're not using the physical. And then you have the physical awareness of self, where you can be aware of, awake. All three of those things is being developed individually. The last one is the light. So if you're dealing with the Kabbalah, it starts with Ayin, then Ein Sof, then Or Ein Sof. Or Ein Sof is like Lucifer, he's the light. It's explaining the forming of the three-parted mind. You get it? Before we born, before we become physical entity, we minds. This is just unseen airs. It has its three parts. No conscious, dream state conscious, and awake. You can only use awake if you have a physical body or Kaaba. You get it? And so, the mind is the most important part of self, meaning when y'all die, it's just like when y'all go to sleep. The mind carry over in a dream. Y'all have a whole existence there. Might be a nightmare, might be beautiful. When y'all die and y'all have no body no more, all y'all gonna have is that dream state or afterlife and unconsciousness. And you will ping pong in between those two. That's why I say make sure you got good memories when you die, because that's what you're gonna have. It's just like your mother saying sweet dreams. Make sure you got good thoughts before you go to sleep. Don't watch nightmare, because that's what's gonna carry over. If the kid watches a scary movie, then the kid might have a nightmare. If the kid life is a whole scary movie, which some of us do have that reality, like damn near like a scary movie. So when you die, you holding on to all that negative pain and what you went through. It's gonna make for your hell or your scary movie. Now, of course, when you're in dream, you don't have no sense of time. And if you don't have an awake to wake you up from dream, you can be in dream forever. Or you could be in your afterlife forever. Meaning you have people that die, the mind carry over. They could have died 10,000 years ago. They still in dream state. You get it? They don't even know they dead. Just like when y'all in dream, y'all don't even know like y'all sleep. Meaning you have people that die, they have no clue they dead. They like a person that fall in a dream and don't have no clue that they dreaming. They in real life to themselves until they wake up. And they say like, oh, I was dreaming. People die, the mind of the soul carry over. I suppose those that's lucky. So like the Quran say, you get the shade of Allah. Speaking of unconscious, meaning some people will die and be blessed with like how y'all are when y'all go to sleep and y'all don't have no consciousness. You get it? Think like death. You die, you as a mind, you don't have no dream. Of course, this is something that you gotta earn. In the afterlife, our dream gotta be earned. It's a matter of your, experiences and how you deal with them. But how can I put it? Some people will die and go straight to the abyss. Like sometimes y'all falling asleep and then y'all go straight to unconsciousness. Y'all don't know y'all exist. Y'all have complete peace, no disturbances. Then y'all wake up from that abyss, you're good to go. Other people, they falling asleep and then their mind state get lost in dream. When they wake up in the morning, they disturbed because they ain't getting no rest. If you have a dream all night, when you wake up, you still feel like, I need to go to sleep. And so it's like that. You can die. When you die, the mind's going to carry over. You don't even have to question that. That's why in physical life we have dream. It kind of shows us all we need to know in the whole existence. If you get tired, love, you can clock out.
You have a question?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Where's that?
No, you gotta finish your
Oh, I see. K-Flame.
Yeah.
K-Flame said, what was the tree in the midst of the garden in Genesis referring to in life? It's referring to the dick and the vagina. But y'all have to go back to the forming of things. Y'all skip over that. Sperm cell gets egg cell. This is the beginnings of a world. A sun getting its world. Then you have all the small life within it developing. The tree in the midst of the garden is symbolic to the mist of self. Once y'all fuck, then you get my point? Y'all won't surely die. Y'all have kids and shit. They keep y'all going. Like, when I die, I got 2 kids. They gonna have, I got a grandson. You get it? I won't surely be dead, nigga, because all of those repeats. My father, I'm just a repeat of him. Not in my actions. We speaking as just reproducing. I'm him in a different time. My daughter is me as a woman in a different time. My son, he's just me at 10 years old and a different time. I was 10, this was before his time. But, you get it? We all just repeats in time. So if you got a daughter, let's say you got your daughter. She's just a repeat of you in a different time. So you was born when you was born. When you was 10, the times was different. When your daughter's born, she's 10, she's still you, just you now in a different time. And so the mind is working according to the times. But it's just still you in a different situation, a different vibration. And so that's what the devil kind of meant in that text. Like, if you eat from the tree, you won't surely die. That's why it makes him a liar, because you're still going to die, but you survive through your offspring. And so that's your line, technically, are you. But you're not the one getting the experience. Your time is done. When you have children or you reproduce, you shortening your life. That spirit from your spirit. And so you got to look at self like you only got so much of self. And so whatever you bring out, it takes away. It's like when y'all have children, it takes away from your life. Y'all can't do what y'all want. It takes away from y'all time. It takes away from y'all dreams. They basically steal your whole existence. Then they be like, fuck you. So this is why the text kind of speak how we do. Where it's like, you know, if you go to Greek mythology, like the kids eat the older gods. That's how that go. Like, the younger gods come along and they knock off the older ones. Y'all kids grow up and they want to be better than y'all. Y'all don't look at that from young to say, damn, that's like the Bible with the devil and God. You want to be higher than the throne of God. So, you get it? Cast down the Sheol, or the lower parts of self. Meaning, my daughter is just the devil. She was within me. So I guess she wanted to be greater than me. So I bust a nut in her mama because I get the urge. You get it? You say, what urge? The urge to have sex. I didn't make an appointment. I say, I'm going to get horny next week. I got an urge, like we all do. It come from nowhere. Like that. I bust my daughter out into her mother. So, here's the text. The devil want to place his throne above God's. And so the text say God sent the devil to Sheol. That's to say the lower parts, the abyss. And so like I said, I ejaculated my daughter out. She took on physical form and born out. And so our children will precede us. You get it? It's like the text is telling you. The text is not saying that the devil cannot put his throne above God. It's saying if you want to do that, you got to go to hell. The abyss, and then the bloody womb. Bloody hell. You got to go through all of that if you want to come outside of your God and be your own. So my kids is just me. But they don't want to be a part of the God they was with. So then I get these urges. That's their urges before their time. This is how that happened. Meaning if you ever wonder, like, why I get the urge to have sex? It's because something want to go from you. You get it? On a spiritual level. On a before physical level. There's things within you that don't want to be with you no more. They want to be its own. And so y'all have these things. You call kids. They talk back to y'all and shit. They try to bully y'all. They do everything I just told you. But so, This is what the text is explaining. Like I said, most things have to do with orgasming and coming into life, and the parts y'all overlook.
You got a couple of questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
I thought the tree of life in Genesis referred to the tree in Kabbalah.
The tree in the Kabbalah is explaining how, like I said, mind manifests into substance. So the Kabbalah is explaining how the three parts of the mind is shaped and formed. That's unconscious, dream state, and conscious. Once the three part of the trinity of the mind is formed, those three parts of the mind, which is like air, you got three different airs now, mixing and merging, is gonna make for substance. Like if hot air meet cold air, you get rain or tornado. You got three parts of a mind. One is unconscious airspace, one is dream state airspace, one is physical awareness mind space. When these three different airs come together, you're going to get the alchemy. This is how y'all have like water within y'all. But before you get to that point, these three parts of the mind is going to manifest out into your 10 separate or your 10 lights. That's your 10 atoms. It's like I said, every substance you could think of, it's an arrangement of atoms. And so it's explaining the three-part mind that's like airs being shaped and formed, and how it's co-mingling with one another, manifesting out the divine substance of life, which is semen. That semen, which consists of 9 different arrangements of atoms. If you lost, water has 3. 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen. They have 3 arrangements of atoms. Semen have 9. 9 different arrangements of atoms manifest the divine substance. That substance goes into womb, goes into exhale. It's that substance that's trapped inside the vertebrae, like I said. So the Kabbalah in the tree of life is explaining how the vertebrae, meaning the bone part of your spine, that's kind of caging in your spine, it's explaining how that's going to take shape and form, starting with the 10 sephirah. Does he grasp what I'm saying?
He didn't say anything else.
Who asked that? Oh, I see. And so hopefully you grasp, brother. Now, the Kabbalah, tree of life thing, this is like stuff y'all mix and merge from other texts, meaning the Kabbalah is Jewish text. The tree of life is more like Christian Sumerian scholarship. So y'all got like different scholarships mixed and merged. John Salazar said, what if you don't have children and you die without reproducing, but you have a strong conscious mind? What happens in next dimensions? I told you already. There was nothing I said about you having children that had to do with your mind dying and you passing over. Somehow you merged the two. So you say like, if we don't have children, what happens in the next dimension? So you're using words you don't know what they are, meaning y'all make it where y'all confuse y'all own self. And so it was already given to you simple. When you falling asleep, your mind carry over into the dream realm. When you die, so the mind carry over into the dream realm, which is afterlife. Y'all have real life, so then y'all just call it dream. You're not going to call dream afterlife if you leave it and come back to life. But when you dead and you can't come back to life, then we're going to see what you call dream then, when you're stuck in it. Because you need a physical body so you can wake up. But if you die, the physical body's done. You're not going to say, oh, I'm dreaming. Now you in your real existence, which is going to be afterlife. Because ain't no life after that. You get it? There's no physical to come after you wake up from dream. It's just dream and unconscious. Meaning y'all will wake up from unconscious to dream. Don't get lost. Dream is a real existence. Y'all just don't call it a real one because y'all have y'all physical vessels, you know. It's temporary though. But We look at it like it ain't. So focus on the mind. The mind is what's gonna exist. The mind is the existence. Y'all bodies clock out every night. You get it? So that should just show you how frail it is. It don't hold no merit in terms of longevity. But the mind still be when the body come back. Peace and wisdom, John Salazar. You good, champ. Whether you have children or not has nothing to do with what I said about you dying and the mind passing over. Or passing, passing on. Slang think I'm in North Carolina. Retarded, bro. Retarded. Champ, I'm grown. I don't have play fights, so get the stupid talk out your mind. It's a deep thing. And I was never in NC, so I don't know why you made that up. Where we at?
In Atlanta? I mean, Decatur.
You ain't got to be specific with these. You gotta be specific with these niggas, but I said when you get back. Champ, I don't play fight. I don't know you like that, so get off that. I know you don't mean nothing by it. You be giving back and stuff, so you good peoples. Don't play with no grown up though. And don't take offense either. Tamika know where you from. She said, man, she giving her no vibes. You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
Why you ain't say nothing? That's gangster. I thought she was from the Caribbeans.
No.
Peace and wisdom, Tamika. She said y'all hit that like button. Y'all know I forget to tell y'all to. Now, if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask. How long I've been going, love?
Hour and 28.
What? Now, if y'all have any questions, ask. I'm getting a little tired. We got some food to eat, and we got some deep conversations to partake in. Grown-up stuff. He said, oh, I thought I saw you tell someone you were in North Carolina a little while ago in the comments section of your community post. When I come to NC, I'll hit you up, champ. Just email me your email, then I'll send you my number. upscaleknowledge@gmail.com. I know you don't want to get fucked up. You just a fan, so you can see me. Ain't no big deal. Chop it up with the wise one. I might even let you, hit my 6 p.m. I said I have his phone number already. Alright, you gotta remind me next time I swing out there, I hit you up. A lot of y'all watch like Crip Mac and these dudes and they be talking about fades. I'ma say it again. Goofy ass niggas get faded out in this set. When you dealing with OGs, you don't bring that kind of shit up. Don't be talking that stupid shit to them. That's how you die. Little kids get fades and DPs because they kids. In terms of the gang, we talking about niggas that don't got no respect. You're not never gonna hear a nigga talking about, oh, Cheese gonna get DP. It's gonna be a fucking beef or not, but ain't nobody disciplining me, nigga. I'm grown. I do what the fuck I want. Been in the game longer than most people. So who gonna discipline me? And so like that, y'all watch little niggas on here get beat up and DP'd and shit. Y'all think that shit cool because they gotta protect it and say no, Crip Mac did the right thing. In real life, Crip Mac is a set tripper, so his noodle's supposed to get knocked out his head. But y'all live in goofy times. So y'all have all the excuses for everybody. Back in the day, he'd been in the sewer somewhere. Nobody want to hear that stupid shit. And he would have got beat up for talking like that. Because you always got a dude in the set. He's just a fucking grouch. He's the OG in the set. And he don't want to hear nothing. He don't want to hear you talking in decorated tongue. He gonna say that's not how you bang. How you bang is pick up a gun and go kill niggas. You don't be crossing. You get it? Y'all know people like that in the set now. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to see you sea walking. They want to see you go put in some work and nothing else. And they don't want to hear nothing else. Y'all live in cap times. That's why y'all don't got no bullet holes or nothing. Y'all just goofy. And so the point I'm making is don't get lost in fades. That's for bozos. We will never have a fade. If you walked up on me talking about, you see how C-Mac or Crip Mac be in the alley talking about we can have a friendly fade? In real life, you get shot right in your head. Don't nobody play like that. Meaning all real gangsters gonna fuck you up if you say that to them. I just want to have a friendly fade. Don't nobody play like that. Especially when you get old, your bones get brittle and shit. You punch me in my jaw, my shit break. What you think I'm gonna do to you? That part, nigga. You can't just. When you get old, man, your bones get brittle. So I wouldn't play with little kids if you are older. And you like, I do fades. Oh. Nigga, I got arthritis. I don't know about the rest of y'all. This the grandfather. This the grandparents edition, nigga. Like, you a grandparent?
I am.
This the grandparent edition, nigga. Don't come in here kidding. Any of y'all like in y'all early 40s, late 30s, and y'all grandparents on here? I was going to ask y'all, how does it feel to be a young grandparent? You can answer it. How old was you when you became one?
I was young. I was 14.
When you became a grandparent?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, ooh, shit. Y'all get down. Now, how old was you?
I was in my late 20s.
Oh, yeah, you was young when you became a grand. Damn, I just became a grand last year.
Yeah.
38. Something like that. How was my grandson?
Something.
I almost got 2 years in.
Yeah, me.
Oh, so I know you felt it different. I'm gonna have to come back and interview. That got to feel strange to be a 20-something-year-old grandparent. Niggas hollering at you, and then they like, damn, she got grandkids. She a grandma.
I'm saying something that is not accurate.
Oh, you didn't think about it?
No, I didn't.
That's real. I would have felt a little strange. I felt a little strange because I have a daughter, so.
And my oldest daughter, but I'm listening to you, so I got a little lost.
I'm just talking about grands. Did any of them answer? You know, people be like, y'all be ashamed of getting older. I don't understand. Peace and wisdom, Vaughn Baker. Thank you for the give back.
Oh, how old is my granddaughter? She's, I think, 11.
Oh, your granddaughter older than my son.
Yeah, the oldest. Yeah, she's 11.
Yeah, you got a good little head start. Okay, Vaughn Baker, I'm gonna answer your question. Thanks for the give back too. He said, how to heal a Babylon brain. Babylon is a city. All cities have their ideals, and it paints a perspective in our mind of how we're supposed to view things and how we're supposed to live. So you can cure that by removing yourself from Babylon. It's quite simple. Y'all take on the perspective of the environment y'all in until the perspective becomes y'all character. So y'all get ideas, these ideas become character, and then they drag y'all to y'all death. Like you say, like, I want to sell drugs. That was our idea. Then you start selling drugs. Now you have a whole drug dealer character. It's not just ideas of you wanting to sell drugs. You are that. You get it? The idea become who you are, become your character. Then it become your nature, which is your instincts. So you get hard times, then you're gonna look to do what's in your instincts. If your instincts is not positive, so shalom, hardship. How long was I on, love? I'm getting dried out. I think I have to stop.
136. Hour and 36.
Okay, I'm gonna take one more question, then I'm gonna retire for the evening. I feel a little dehydrated and dried out. Hey, love, you can give me that juice, please.
Sure.
I'm sorry, guys. I was gonna stay on for quite a while, but I still haven't got my mind and spirit settled. I'm like got jet lag still. I still have to eat and stuff. Thanks, love.
You're welcome.
I still have to eat, get my energy back up, get some water in me, things like that. And so one more question. Hopefully everyone stays in good spirits. Darkness said, do we live multiple lives with one soul? Do our soul live in multiple dimensions at the same time? Meaning if we die in this life, time, do we live another existence right after? It's like y'all ain't hearing me too good. You as a mind are evolving out more and more physical. Do you live multiple lives? Some people prostitutes by day or by night, and there's something else in the day. Some of y'all lie to y'all mama and tell her you going to school and you really going to sell drugs with the losers in your neighborhood. Point I'm making is y'all live multiple lives in physical life. Then y'all have y'all physical existence, y'all have y'all dream state existence, y'all have y'all unconscious existence. All these existences in these places, they're just you. The dream you experience is just a result of how your mind is. It's going to make for the existence. Y'all don't live multiple lives at the same time, but you get my point? We get brought through every aspect of life we supposed to. Meaning y'all will have y'all time to know what it's like to be the fallen below. You get my point? Y'all will know what it's like to be Jesus. It's like I said, we all the divine substance semen. I said that's Jesus. Y'all all been sacrificed, meaning y'all daddies all ejaculated y'all out into bloody hell, bloody womb. Whether you're a woman or a man, my daughter's a woman. I sent her in that bloody womb. We all had substance sacrificed. Now, y'all past that stage, y'all are now physical Satans. Y'all haven't died yet, but y'all will. Y'all minds will carry over into afterlife. At some point, y'all minds will go completely unconscious like it does every day, and y'all will be unconscious for eternity. And just like sperm cells is dead below, and then that divine substance or ejaculation restarts everything. It raises them up. They have new life. So, this is like y'all. Meaning, before you was an organism, you was a cell. Before a sperm cell was a sperm cell, it was a germ cell, you get it? And it's a transition. On the macro level, so we the smaller life in the macro body, or bigger body. And so in one instance of life, y'all are like, the controller of a world. And y'all have y'all own body. It's like a whole solar system, utilizing setting sun in it. You got your planets, which is your chakras. And then you got the smaller life or the cells within. So you're a micro solar system. Then you have the solar system we're in. So like that. On one level of life, you're a solar system to the life within you, and then on another level of life, you just the small shit inside the larger shit. So when y'all look at cells, and it's like cells ain't nothing. While we in this larger body that y'all call y'all world, y'all like that. Just little dots and specks of nothing to the greater. But we all evolve into the greater. So y'all with sperm cells are the substance, which consists of a bunch of cells. Meaning y'all were cells at one point in time. Sperm cell, egg cell, cells. Y'all evolved to organisms. If you know you evolved from cell to an organism, so I suppose you're going to evolve from an organism to the greater macro life y'all see up above. You go, love. I'm about to end it. I'm tired. Okay, last one. Cece said, in one of your vids, you talked about how there's no purpose but realizing you're free. What are your thoughts about sports like football and the dynamics between black and white within it? Football is a homosexual sport. They tell you to take your hand and put it up under his nuts, and you stand with your dick on his ass, and you go, hut, hut. Nigga. I quit football once I heard that shit. I said, I ain't putting my hands on his balls. If I go home, my mama gonna whoop my ass talking about why did you have your hands up his ass. So I quit. The point I'm making is if you play football, you can be manipulated into being a homosexual, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. A football player wears spandex. He wears a belly out shirt with numbers on it. A helmet on. He's a whole weirdo. Like, he's a freak. He's a freak when you look at it. They stand in the locker, butt naked, swinging dicks, looking at each other. We talking about top level weirdos. Now, I know a lot of y'all play football. I do not want no beef. I have not said anything that anyone with a working mind can't see. Many football players have been accused of being homosexuals. They stand in the locker room, dicks out, talking about the game like they can't get dressed for they do that. Nigga just sitting up on the bench, and man sitting there, he butt naked, he got his foot up just talking to him like, yeah, dick just swinging. Yeah, touchdown, baby. His man sitting there, dick all in his face, he don't care. He like, yeah, touchdown. Frank's on football. You already know it, man. And so, football is a sport made by Babylon. Of course, Babylon is trying to make y'all as crazy as possible. So, homosexuality at its finest. Everybody knows soccer's the real football. Catching balls is just gay. That's what football is based on. A man said, let's play catch balls. See, baseball is real. They have a bat. They say, let's hit these balls. Basketball say, let's shoot the ball inside a basket. Football just have balls. They say, this is my balls. Come and take these balls from me. Like, tackle me and take my balls. This shit is way wild gay. Like, what sport do you tackle another man to take his ball? Like, this shit just freaky. I don't. Oh, y'all laughing? Y'all laughing at me? My mind just work like that. Like, it's too salt. It's too spicy for me. I'm not running with no ball and have no man tackling me and filling on my ass while they got me down. You know, football players be sticking their fingers up each other's ass when they tackle them. Y'all don't know the truth about this shit. I'm not joking. They be do weird shit. They be peeing on each other's feet in the shower. They gay. This shit is gay. Like, just ask football players. Just ask the football players y'all know. They play pranks on each other in the showers. They be peeing on each other's legs and slapping each other bare ass. Like, shit freaky. But in any event, Big Lucy has to go. I'm tired. We good? You know how to end it?
Uh-huh. That's why I came back.
Go ahead, shut me off. If anyone wants to give back, click the description arrow. The links are there. Hopefully everyone's in good spirits. Peace and wisdom.